Before we begin, as always, with the main video, I'm gonna show you today's Star Wars collectible for today's episode, or the Star Wars collectible for today's episode. This one is a Tusken Raider. They're also known as Sand People. Let me show you the face of the thing. It's a really interesting character. And then I'm just gonna put it like standing like that because like I said, I have a weird camera angle that I haven't figured out how to fix yet. So this one is near and dear to my heart because this was a gift from my mom in one of my birthdays. And I remember when she got it for me, she said, "Oh, I found the ugliest one that I could find because you like those ugly things, and I just bought you this like really ugly." And they are Sand People are interesting, actually, not just ugly. They're interesting people, if you will. I'm gonna give you a little background on based on the lore and the games and stuff. So this one is just, it stands like this. That's the pose that he has, and this arm is removable, and you can put the rifle that they carry sometimes. This is called a gaffy stick, by the way, and it doesn't do much, just look nasty, menacing, and cool. Sand People, as per the lore, are a religious group, and the reason why they basically hate everything else on their planet, on the planet where they live, is because people disrespect the sand. They believe that walking in the sand with shoes is an offense to something. I can't remember the exact details. And just in case you're a Star Wars geek and you want to correct me, just so you know, that's from the game Knights of the Old Republic, where you go to Tatooine. If you befriend the Sand People, you learn why they are the way they are. Okay, I guess that's it. The Tusken Raider, also known as Sand People or denizens of the Empire. Now let's go to the main video. Hello guys, and welcome to another random reviews video for today's episode. And let me see if I can make this camera, let me center the camera first. Oh, wait, I should have seen where I'm sitting. Still trying to figure out how to make this like work from the first go around. I think that's a good angle. I don't need a lot of space right now. So welcome to another random reviews video. For today's episode, I'm gonna show you something I did with a holster that I used to have, that I own. Actually, I purchased it for my wife. So first, so that you understand where I'm coming from, this is my wife's pew pew device. This is a Smith & Wesson EC Shield 380 or 380 EC. It has a name as long as the amount of money I want to have in the bank account. Let me see if I can. Okay, it's an Smith & Wesson EC Shield 380, something like that. Here it is. Yep, 380 Shield EZ. I said it backwards. So it's a very, very nice little firearm. Very comfortable to use. Almost no recoil at all. For people who like safeties, like my wife, it has 2 safeties, and I'm not gonna go over the gun because it's not a gun channel. So I wanted to show you this because I bought a holster for it that I'm gonna be reviewing moving forward. This is a Kydex holster that I bought an MFT at Academy. These little holsters are not bad. I've gifted them to friends and they love them. Kind of like in Christmas, I kind of like, so I know you have this firearm, you don't have a holster for it, so I go and kind of like get it and try it, and they love it. But that's not either here nor there. That's like a $50 holster, and it's really good in my opinion. So I haven't tested this one yet, but I need to bring this gun to the conversation before, because the holster that I bought is something that every gun tuber, most gun tubers in the universe are gonna tell you that you should never do, which was a nylon holster, and it was this holster. So now I'm gonna take this out of the way because we're not gonna talk about this now. So I got this holster for that gun, and the reason I did it is because it's nylon. I didn't have anything at the time that I could do, that I could use for. I do prefer Kydex, of course. I and leather or hybrids. I do prefer those because they are better quality. And this is kind of like the main purpose of this video. I have an issue with people that are absolutists, unless what you are absolutely telling me that is the only thing is actually the absolute truth, which is almost never is. I don't know if that makes sense. So people say that this kind of holsters, the nylon holsters, they're really bad. They suck. Don't buy a nylon holster, and so on and so forth. And to some extent, they may be correct. If you have the money to invest in a really high quality holster, yes, do it, because that's where your firearm is going to live. It's going to be there most of the time, and you need something that's going to last you for a long time. And especially if you're a heavy user, meaning that you conceal carry every day and you're going here, you're going there, you probably are better off with a better quality holster for your gun. Keep in mind that there are holsters that will cost more than what you paid for your gun. So that's kind of like how it goes. And usually they are they're really good. I once heard, I think it was Paul Harrell, that when you get into firearms, you're going to spend more money buying holsters than what you're going to spend buying guns, which is kind of true if you think about it. So anyway, I needed a holster for it because I wanted her to start carrying, her stuff, and plastic against the body for somebody. Kind of like I based it on my own experience. Kydex against the body is not gonna be very comfortable. She doesn't wear double shirts when she dresses up, and so I ended up buying this because it's fabric. In a nutshell, it's nylon. Not really uncomfortable, and the gun was fitting properly in there. It was comfortable even for me to use it. So if I was gonna walk out of the house, instead of grabbing my big ass gun, I would take hers and kind of like do what I was gonna do and come back. But I decided to move her to a Kydex holster because it's better, and you can adapt it to other things. So I'm gonna try to adapt it to a couple of wallets that she has. So she just sticks that hard holster in there, and she has the gun, as regular as it is most of the time, like in that holster. And that left me with this, and thinking, what am I gonna do with it? So here's what I did with it. This is my sister's gun, her Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. This is the M2, which is a single stack. It comes with 8 plus 1. Right now, it's not loaded, but I'm not gonna fumble with it. It has a manual safety right here. Just took it out so that you can see what I did. This holster, and I'm gonna show you pictures. Probably gonna do it right now. Let me upload the pictures so that you can see what I mean. I did manage to find the same holster, but for a 6-hour. But the purpose is the same. It's the same type of holster. So I'm just gonna show that to you in a second. I just uploaded it in the background. So anyway, when you look at it, this particular gun, she actually bought it because it comes with a Crimson Trace flashlight, which is a pain in the ass to find batteries for, and the batteries don't last that long, so I'm struggling with that. I'm gonna try and find her some rechargeable ones. So in the meantime, she's not using the the flashlight, but we left it there because it looks really cool too. It came with the gun. We're not gonna get rid of the light. You need a light in your gun. So anyway, because of this, it limits the holsters that I can use. I tried to find Kydex holsters with those specs, with the Crimson Trace flashlight, but most of them come with the Crimson Trace laser. I honestly don't know what the difference are between the flashlight or if there's any difference at all between the flashlight and a laser for the same company, Crimson Trace. Probably there's none or it's negligible, but this is not my firearm, so I don't do a lot of research on it. This is my sister's gun. So what I did is that since I was not gonna use this anymore, and I do like the convenience of it having a little pouch for your extra mag, which is something that most of the appendix carry type of holsters do now. They have like a little side pouch for you to put your extra mag. This is really cool, and it actually helps with the contour of your body, kind of like completes the curve. Or if you put it on the 3 o'clock, or you put it on appendix, it actually works better. But the problem that I was facing is that, and I'm gonna show this to you right now. Let me see which transition camera I need to be doing. I think it's this one, and here we go. Yep. There it is. So as you can see, and pay attention to this because this is kind of like the cool thing. This is the shape that it came with. Yes, you can see there's no space for the light. Same pouch, same thing. This is the same holster, just a different gun. The DeSantis Pro Stealth gun holster. It's really sturdy. Really sturdy. I have no complaints about this thing. Actually holds the gun inside. The retention that it has, because it's so tight, is crazy for the gun that it came for the other Smith & Wesson, the Easy Shield. Is you actually have to pull it out to get the gun into action. I mean, it's a good holster. I'm not gonna say it's not the best one, but it's a good holster. If that's what you have. If you only have money for this, then go for it. Or save for something better. That's up to you. But I wouldn't. Don't discard nylon holsters just because somebody on YouTube told you to discard them. Just research the brand and see what other people say, because the user feedback is usually has more value than what some guy getting paid by a big ass company is telling you to do, which kind of like pisses me off. I mean, we can have a conversation about quality materials. Like, yes, this is always going to be better than this. Yes, we can agree on that. But that doesn't mean that this is not good. And there's people that are gonna come and say that this is also bad because it's not $150 holster from the company that is sponsoring them. Again, that company is probably way better than MFT. Yes, probably yes, but that doesn't mean that this is a bad product. This is a budget product. It's not the same, and from there you can migrate to something better. But in the meantime, if all you have is for something like this, or you have this available, why not make it work? If you already have it and you can modify it in order for it to fit something and it works for you, you try it and you trust it and you know it's good and you're not doing something crazy with it, why not try it? Again, it is important, and this is something that I'm going to keep repeating, and this is kind of like the main point of this videos that I do when it comes to DIY, I'm sorry, do it yourselves. When it comes to this kind of videos, guys and gals, it is important for you to be able to mod stuff, to be able to fix things, to be able to make things work that are no longer working, to be able to repurpose things that you have, so that you can keep using them. Because as life goes, sometimes you may not have access to those things that you think you can just replace when they break. Sometimes you probably gonna need to fix them and extend their lives until you can actually acquire something else. That's why I do these things. Right now, thank God, I can actually, wait a little bit and go and buy me another holster for this gun if I was going to, because if it was my gun, let's say, I want to carry it. Let me go and buy another holster for it, like in a little while. I don't need to carry it right now because I already have carry guns. So I'll just wait a little bit and I do it. But it's kind of fun for you to, change things, modify things, and make them work to your advantage. So now I don't have to throw this holster away, because I'm not gonna put the Easy back in here anymore, because I already have a holster for it that is, better, serves the purpose that I want for it better than this one. But this one found a purpose too. So what did I do to it? As you can see, this design over here. Okay, and I want to, I want you to keep this picture in your head, because I'm going to transition back to the other screen so that you can see. And here we go. As you can see, I added this piece of nylon over there to create the space that I need for the flashlight. And kind of like this is how it looks. Let me show you. You see? It fits. I just destroyed my Darth Revan. Lost the battle against the gun. So as you can see, it fits perfectly. It doesn't have fall retention. Okay, these holsters don't have fall retention. So that can be a problem. Leather holsters also don't come with a fall retention, but because they're leather, they usually tend to hold the things that you put in them better. But unless you're gonna be walking with your hands, you shouldn't have a problem with this holster not having a fall retention. Fall retention is that if you put the gun like that and you can like shake it a little bit, it's gonna fall out of the holster, which is something that this one doesn't do. Okay, so they have the retention on the Kydex ones are better. So as you can see, I can shake it. It doesn't fall. It stays in place. This one will fall. So keep that in mind. It's not perfect. I'm not a company, so it's not like a professional, but it works. It serves my purpose. So what I did is I unstitched it I removed the whole thing. I kind of like opened it up so that I can measure the firearm inside and see, how long of a piece I would need. And I ran out actually a few of these. I'm going to use my laser pointer for this. This little pieces of nylon. I used to have a bunch of them, and I already used them in different projects. So I wish I'm gonna have to get me more. So after I unstitched all these things, I measured it. I added the piece of nylon inside, and I only sewed one side. This damn word, sewed. Is it sewed? Sewing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I sew it. I think it's sew it. Hold on. Let me find that out. Hold on. Okay, according to the interwebs, it's pronounced sewed. So I sewed the nylon piece over there, and I'm gonna show you. Let me take the thing out and put it elsewhere on the side. And with the gun inside, I kind of like wrapped it around the light, the flashlight, so that I could measure, how deep inside it was gonna be. I actually had to remove that again, like unsew unsewed it and then sewed it again to make it tighter. And I wanted the trigger to fall deeper inside. It doesn't have to be the whole way. I needed to have a little more lift, and I'm going to show you how I achieved that. So this, when you put the gun inside, when I actually made the first fix, when I did the first mod, this will go all the way in, and the flashlight was gonna be like all the way in, and then you could see the barrel like almost sticking out. The problem is that when you want to grip it, it was so close to my belt, so you see the clip rides a little high on the holster, and so let's say the belt is all the way over here. If you have your hilt, your not hilt, you know, the grip of your gun, if it is all the way down, then you're gonna have a problem, because your the fingers you're using to grab your firearm are gonna be fighting with your belt. So I had to unsew it. Yeah, that word is hard for me. Unsew it. And the way I fixed it is that instead of, you know, this particular stitch over here, and I'm gonna show you or tell you what I used to do this, because you probably should do the same thing. So I just moved it up a little bit, so it was like all the way down here. I moved it up just less than half an inch, so that it gave me a little more elevation, so that when the firearm goes in, it holds, it kind of like stops with that part over here. So now I have a perfect grip of it from my belt, and it covers the trigger enough so that you don't see it. It's not exposed. You can still get your finger through that. I mean, but I have seen holsters that do the same thing, and I heard somebody else, like another gun expert or a real gun expert on YouTube, saying that your trigger doesn't have to be completely hidden inside the holster. As long as you cannot touch it while you're trying to pull your gun out, you should be okay. And of course, your finger's going to be on the side, so when you pull the gun out, you're not gonna be like fumbling with that trigger. So all you need is to be able to grab it and pull it out. What else was I gonna say about this? So basically, that's how I fixed it, and it works perfectly fine. Then I reinforced the stitching after I was done, after I was happy with the end results. And let me see if I have that over here to show you what I use. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Yeah, here it is. So I would recommend that if you're gonna do this kind of modifications on things, and they're gonna be submitted to any significant weight, you use fishing line for it. You can actually thread it on a needle. This is a 4-pound what the hell is a kilogram? That's a 4-pound fishing line. It's really, really thin, but it's really, really strong. And the more stitches you give or you're working with, the more resistance it's going to be. It's way better than regular sewing line. So I don't know, man, that's it. And then after I did this, I actually been using it. I carried it for a little while to test it around, and it's really comfortable because this firearm is really, it's not big, it's good. Actually a breath of fresh air compared to the things that I carry on a daily basis. So I'm pretty sure that once I give this back to my sister, she's gonna be very happy, and it's gonna probably encourage her to carry more often. I'm gonna tag her on the video when I upload it so that she sees it, even though not even my family watches my videos. That's how bad they are. Anyway, So the brand is, as the picture that I show you says, DeSantis. Let me see if I can make this, if I can make help you see this. I don't know if that's gonna help. DeSantis brand. You find this at Academy. Let me see. On the inside, you can see the branding. That's not important. It's called DeSantis brand. You can find it at Academy. They're not expensive, and they do have Kydex holsters as well as different nylons and stuff. There are some there's some material that I wouldn't recommend, and I'm gonna show you an example of it. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I love the magic of pausing the recording and then coming back and not having to edit. So I bought this when I started off to carry some of my magazines, and this is the same thing. It's kind of like a nylon a magazine carrier. It is very well made. It has a metal clip on the back that I have actually cannibalized to use for some other things. I actually destroyed one of these things and I removed that clip and used it for my multi-tool. As you can see, you see the semblance, the resemblance between the two things. This I actually, and after I did it, I repented because I need another one. So I'm gonna buy a Kydex one. Not a big deal. So anyway, I tore it apart to take this clip because it's leather and metal, and I attached it to my Gerber multi-tool pouch because Gerber people didn't think that having a stronger clip would make sense. I don't know. They were being cheap. I'm cheap, so I'm not gonna blame them that much. So, okay, so anyway, nylon, but this one is really flimsy, really extremely flimsy, and there are holsters made out of this particular type of nylon. I would stay away from those. If you have any other option for a couple of more dollars, then I would strongly suggest for you to try to go that route instead of buying that, because the problem that the people that complain about holsters made out of fabric is that when you're reholstering your firearm, or you pull it out and you want to reholster the firearm, the fabric is going to bend inwards, or it's going to twist a little bit this way or this other way, and it may interfere with your trigger, and then you may find yourself with a bullet in your leg or in your butt or something, because the fabric interacted with your trigger and the gun fired, and that's a real problem. So this is just for magazines, so actually not a big deal. I do want to buy one with it because it has zero retention at all, so I'm gonna buy me one with this, not for this gun, because this is more than enough as another thing that I was doing with it. So that Kydex one, so that it has better retention. And this is not the case, for example, that flimsiness is not the case with this type of holsters, because if you touch it from the inside, I mean, this leather piece right here is giving a lot of strength to this face of the holster, the face that holds the clip, and he has it on both sides because this is an ambidextrous holster. You can remove this clip and put it on this side and use it on both sides of your body. If you are using the wrong hand to live your life, you can actually switch your clip and put it over here. Yeah, my sister is left-handed, but I don't hold her against her. It is actually a sturdy holster. It's a comfortable holster. You know, as comfortable as they can be, because remember, you're carrying a piece of metal and plastic with weight on it on your belt on a daily basis, and that thing is like rubbing against your body. Even if you have an inner shirt or something like that, you're carrying a kind of like a sort of heavy object inside, or, you know, on your body. So this one is not that bad. It's kind of like comfortable. I wore it for some time, and like when I was testing this thing, and you know what, it's good enough. If it is good enough for me, she's probably gonna be able to enjoy it too and use it. This doesn't collapse completely because this is an inside the waistband thing. So when the gun is not in, of course the belt's gonna make pressure to it like that. It's gonna want to close it down. That is gonna be a problem when you want to reholster your firearm. So if you pull it out, you're not gonna be able to just like you would with this gun and this holster. So when it's out, you can just push it back in, and you don't have a problem because this is not gonna collapse because it's plastic, and plastic is harder than fabric. Of course, that makes sense. But think about it. Do you really need to reholster that fast? You probably don't. I can definitely see a situation where you may need to put that gun away like really quickly. If you were involved in, God forbid, self-defense shooting, and you need to you put that gun away because police are there. You don't want to get shot by them because they only know that somebody got shot and you're carrying a gun in your hand. It's gonna probably bring the wrong attention to you. But that's nothing that you couldn't fix or couldn't do. That's a scenario per se. But usually you would have time to just loosen that belt a little bit and then kind of like put the gun in, or carefully try to help it. So the way I was doing it is I was kind of like doing it like that. So it was a little pressed in. So I was kind of like doing it like that. I would put the nose first and then I would do this and then push it in. And the gun is gonna push the belt away and everything, and it went inside no problem because this material is not that flimsy. You can bend it, yes, but it's not that flimsy. It doesn't bend inwards. It's sturdier, so it's a better quality nylon, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not getting paid by these people. They just want to try to make just give you my train of thought when I do these things. I'm not telling you to go and do this. I'm not telling you to go and buy a nylon holster if you can do Kydex. I'm not telling you that this one's better than the other. I'm telling you that this is not a bad product, and at least in my opinion, and it's something that it can be considered, and that it may serve a purpose for some people that are on a very, very tight budget like I am, and would really like to have several options for several things that they're going to do. This can be applied to anything. A machete, a screwdriver, or multi-tool. The ability for you to be able to repurpose things that you have in your house so that you can keep using them because you pay good money for these things, and throwing them away or not using them is just stupid, in my opinion. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think that this is really dumb, let me know. If you think that this is something that you would like to do, shoot me a message and I will help you to the best of my abilities, tell you what I did, how I did it, how I tested it. I will even give you I probably can email you I don't know, more detailed video, or do another video just so that you can see it with a more detailed explanation. If you like my content, which you probably don't because people don't subscribe to my channel or don't hit the like button, but if you did like this one and I earned it, please drop me a like. Like I said, give me a comment, share, and subscribe. And with nothing left to say for now, God bless you all. Random Reviews signing out.